All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being with us. Now, I have to thank Zelda Master, Zelda Master, for showing me how it is to do tears. Not tears that you cry with, but tears. So I'm going to do that right now for all of you stud muffins out there. Okay, not really, but... Okay, guys, so we're going to start with tears, and I'm actually going to start timeline-wise, not timeline-wise, but release date-wise, about the games that Metal Gear Solid has come into. So let's start with Metal Gear 4. I'm actually going to do the remake because I've never really played the Nintendo one. If you want to do the Nintendo one, I would probably give that maybe a D, just because I've never beat it. But the MSX version, which was on the PS2, I give that about a B. I think that was a pretty darn good game. Not great, but it was pretty good. I have to say it was a good game. So I give that about a B. Snake's Revenge, I'm going to give that a C-. It's okay, but not that great. But yeah, I got to give that a C-. I don't really consider that a Metal Gear game, but if I had to, I'd pick a C-. Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake. I actually like this game. I think it's a great game. I'm actually going to give this game about an A-. So it'd probably be a B. Same thing with Metal Gear. I'd give that about a C or a D. Actually, no, a C. A C for Metal Gear and a B for Solid Snake. I think they really did a good job with Solid Snake. And then Snake's Revenge would probably get about a D. But Solid Snake was the first game timeline-wise that really made the game what it was. And I think they did a phenomenal job with Solid Snake. Then they took a little bit of time off before they came out with a new game. This is definitely an S rank. There's nobody that's going to disagree with me on this one. Metal Gear Solid for PlayStation gets an S rank. It's fantastic. It's one of the only games that I can think of. There might be other games that you can have alternative endings, but this is the only game that I can think of that had multiple endings. Rather you had a character live or die. So I like the game. I think it definitely should be an S ranking. It was one of my first games that got me into Metal Gear Solid, so I have to put that as an S rank. So, yeah. VR missions. I give that about a B. It's good, but not great. It's good to do some missions, but some of it could be annoying. Metal Gear Solid Ghost Babel. I give this about a C. It's good, but it lacks so much in the character and the story. It's good, but I just have to give it a C. That's where I go on that one. Metal Gear 2 Sons of Liberty. I give this a C as well. It's good, but it's not good. Just because you get to play with Raiden, I'm not a big fan of it. I give it a C. It's not horrible, but it's really not great. So I'm going to give that a C just because I'm not a big fan of it. Metal Gear Twin Snakes, I give that a D. They just remade Metal Gear, and they just did a horrible job with it. I'm going to give that a D. Metal Gear Snake Eater, I'm going to give this another S. I think Metal Gear Solid and Metal Gear Solid 3 deserve to be on the top of the food chain. I give Snake Eater an S, so I'm going to rank that right now. Metal Gear Acid. I'm going to give Metal Gear Acid about a D. It's not very good because of the fact that you can't save it out through a middle of a story and a mission. And some of the missions are super long and you're like, come on, I got to do that whole thing again, so I give it a D. Metal Gear Solid Acid 2, I give that a B. I think Acid did a horrible job, but I think after Metal Gear Solid Acid 2 came out, I think they did a better job with the story. So I'm going to give Acid 2 a better game. Now, I haven't beaten either game, but as of what I'm playing, I think Acid 2 is a lot better. Metal Gear Solid Portable Ops. It's good, but not great. So I'm going to give it a C. I think that would be an appropriate grade. It's too confusing how the game plays. I give it about a C. Metal Gear 4 Guns of the Patriots. I'm going to give this an A. I don't think it's good enough to get an S because there's a lot of cutscenes. But I think it's good enough to be up there. I just don't think it's an S rank. I think it's an A. It's not horrible. But I definitely do believe it should be up there, but I don't think it's up at the top. So I'm going to give this an A. Metal Gear, I'm not going to do Metal Gear Online or Metal Gear Solid Torch. I don't even know what Touch, sorry, not Torch. Touch. I don't even know what it is, but yeah, I'm not going to do Metal Gear Touch. Metal Gear Peace Walker, I'm going to put with Metal Gear 4. I think it's an A. It's not great, so I can't really give it an S, but I think it's good enough to get an A ranking because it's the first game that actually does it right where you can play with friends online and you can help each other out. I think it's a great game. I don't think it's great to be an S, but I think it's good enough to be an A. So, Peace Walker, you could do online or offline. So, I like it. I'm not going to do special ops. Metal Gear Solid Rising. I give this about a C. I think it's okay. It's hard because you got to do button smashing, but other than that, I give it a C. I'm not a big fan of it, but it's all right. Now, the other two games, I'm actually going to give an F because I don't think the characters, the direction they went with Metal Gear, I think both of these games deserve an F because they're not good, which is Metal Gear Ground Zeroes and Metal Gear Phantom Pain. I know Phantom Pain's an open world. I'm just not a fan of that open world game. So I'm going to give Phantom Pain Ground Zeroes an F. I think they don't deserve it. And that's where I'm going to go. I did not do Metal Gear Survive, so I'm not going to rank that. But yeah, guys, that's my tiers for Metal Gear. So if you agree, leave a like. If you disagree, leave a like. So that's what I'm going to do. The Zelda tier I'm going to do next, and actually that's going to be the only other one I'm going to do. I'm not going to do Sonic. I'm not going to do Mario. I'm only going to do Metal Gear and Zelda because I pretty much beat all of the games that were in there. But I will do Twisted Metal first. Twisted Metal 1 I'm going to rank a D. It's good, but not great. Metal Gear Twisted Metal 2. I give that a C. It's a little better than 1, but not great. Twisted Metal 3, I think it's a B. It's okay, just not great. I think Twisted Metal 4 did it the best. I give that an S ranking. I think Twisted Metal 4 did it the best. That's still my favorite Twisted Metal game of all time. So I give that an S. Twisted Metal Small Brawl, I give an A. It's good, but not great. Head On, I give that about a C. Twisted Metal Black, I give a B. It's good because it's open world, but it's not really that great. So, and then I think there's a couple other ones I'm missing, but I give the other ones a C. So, all right, guys. Like I said, no Sonic, no Double Dragon because I haven't beaten all the games yet. I guess I could do Mario Kart. Mario Kart for Super Nintendo, I'll give that a C. Mario Kart 64, I give that a C. Mario Kart for GameCube, I think that's an A. Mario Kart for the Wii, I give that an A. Mario Kart 8 for the Wii Switch, I give that a B. So, yeah, guys, so that's my ranking.